Because in this world, you're guilty until proven innocent, and then you still guilty when you black. When you black, you did it, no matter what. That's how they gonna view you. Oh, he got off. That's what they gonna say, rather than he was innocent the whole time. They can't admit we were wrong. It has to be he did something wrong. He was wrong. This person had to be quiet a whole year and miss 2 years of football when he was the best quarterback in the NFL. If not number one, he was number 2 or number 3. He was in contention with Patrick Mahomes. That's not cap, John Rod. I know you probably can't remember 2 years ago, but 2 years ago, he was the man. Playing with less, doing more. Then they took Hopkins away from him. They took everything away from him. But the reason why you know Hopkins' name is because of him. The man who beat the number 1 defense in NCAA college football. Deshaun Watson, national championship. But let's listen to what he had to say.
I just first want to say, it's definitely a very emotional moment for me. I know we're far from being done of handling what we need to handle on the legal side, but today is definitely a big day, and I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for, letting the truth be heard. And I thank everyone that was a part of this, of seeing and hearing both sides. And that's what my point and the team wanted to do is have a fair slate of us telling our side of the story. And letting the conclusion come down to what happened today, and that's what the grand jury decided on. So, thank you, and I just thank my Lord and Savior, and just gonna keep fighting to rebuild my name and rebuild my appearance in the community. And, we're gonna continue to, on the legal side, off the field, handle what we need to handle, but also ready to get back on the field, been prepping for that, and ready to go for that. So. Thank my family, all my close supporters that's been behind me this past year. Thank my team that's been behind me and supporting me and keeping me up this past year. And I'm going to continue to just keep pushing forward and build my name back to where it was, if not better. Thank you.
So let me. I'm sorry. What was your question? The question was, what does he say to fans that lost faith in him?
That's part of life. You hear things, and that's the way of, social media and things happen, in today's world. I still love my fans, even the ones that believe the other side or whatnot, but at the same time, things are, happen for a reason, and people are entitled to their own opinions. But, today, justice was served for us, and that's pretty much it.
So let me.
I just first want to say,
So that was it, man. He was about to break down because for 2 years, he's been in a situation where the owners and everybody there who are known racists running this football team, he got to play for them. Then they start removing all of the people who were racist in the situation. One of the people that was prosecuting the case is friends with the doggone owner or the general manager, their neighbors. Like this whole thing was a smear campaign to try to destroy him because he wanted to leave. And it's like, you just signed a contract. You're not going anywhere. We knew what this was the moment the NFL knew what it was. This was how dare you. We're going to teach you. We're going to put you in your place. And for, I don't know, and just like that plant lady who just made that dumb statement, out of all the questions that could be asked, you come up there and ask a question that's stupid. What do you say for your fans who have lost faith in you? Really? This man just fought in the courtroom fighting 9 trumped up charges that the grand jury said no to? And the grand jury declined to indict him on these 9 counts? And that's the first question you could think about is what the fans think? First, you said the fans that lost faith in him. Who are these people? You just made that statement up, lady. Because I haven't known any fan to lose faith in him. And I'm on social media every day. I have yet to see a fan of Deshaun Watson say, you know what? I'm a fan, but this just, I'm out. Yeah, she was white. She was a white lady. But see, that's what I'm saying. They don't even care that the grand jury didn't indict. They're not looking at the evidence. They're not looking at the case. They're looking at you're black, you're not innocent, you just got off. That's all they think. That's how they process the information. They don't look at the timing of these accusations. They don't look at the actual accusations and realize how stupid it is. Like, who would believe this nonsense? Two years lost. He had it worse than Kobe. They drugged this out for 2 years. Kobe didn't miss a game. He had to sit out a whole year. They didn't want to trade him. They wanted to humiliate him. He came to practice. They didn't think he was going to show up to training camp. He showed up. Because, no, you're going to pay me. I'll do mini camp. Let's do mini camp. But I want to be traded. And they were so pissed off. They thinking he wasn't going to show up because he didn't call him or nothing. But he showed up. And they had to pay him. Then all of a sudden, the general manager gets fired. The coach gets fired. Everybody's fired. Why are they firing these people if Deshaun Watson was the problem? Because he wasn't the problem. He never was. This never was about him. This was about something bigger. Because, see, this goes on every day. And they sit here and they know that they could do this too. But imagine some people that are not Deshaun Watson and don't have the finances to fight this thing. He's a rich man, multimillionaire, and he's mentally drained from all of this. You can see how this weigh on him because now his reputation has been destroyed. So whether you think he's innocent or not, it ain't gonna matter what they did in the courtroom. They smeared his name. You see what they did to Ocho Cinco? They clipped his nuts. Ocho scared to death. He went to the Patriots. He kept his mouth shut. He was like, I ain't saying a word. He tried to ask the Bengals for a trade, and they would not even throw him the ball. That's how bad it got. They lowered his position in stock, in his value. That's what they do to you. Premier League make me want to choke somebody. The way, FIFA is the most corrupt organization in the history of all sports. The cheating that goes on, and people are like, how you gonna cheat in soccer? I'm like, man, you have no idea what you talking about. They are the worst. That is where the biggest corruption take place at. They had me ready to rush the field. I see how people be going crazy because I was like, man, I watched the whole game where it was just so corrupt. I was ready to run out on the field. I'm like, I need to get on a plane and go there right now. I'd have been the one on the news and led the march. You ever seen half a stadium fight another half of a stadium? All the way out in the streets, people took a boat from another country just to come over there to fight. Serious. They take it seriously. People got like pitchforks and 2x4s, and they ready to go to war over a game. And them cops on horses ain't got nothing to do. They just was whipping people. Whip, whip, whip from up top. And then they had to get all the people that came there on the ferry to the game, get them back on that ferry and send them back home. Brother, every sport is racist. Ain't a non-racist sport in this game. You name me a sport, and you gonna see racism in every bit of it. Sports was designed and created off of racism. It was supposed to be for entertainment of the fans. Gladiator fighting. That's what they used to call it. Where they would put the slaves in there and have them fight. And then they would raise them like stock. The mandingos, the big swole necks. Put them in there, make the mandingos fight each other. And all these white slave owners decided that they were going to go and start working their slaves out and getting them ready for the fights. And they go in and get in the mix with other. If you watch Django, you can see how it went down. That's how it was done. They be fighting in the den in some rich person's house, fighting in a barn like circus animals, while they sit around and bet on who's going to win for their pleasure and entertainment. And then they're sent back to the barn. And they'll get them something to drink, a big piece of chicken or a big piece of turkey meat, and send them a woman for the night. You fought good. That's how we were treated. And we came up from that to what? This shameful reality that we're in now. No ownership. None. Oh, we got a part ownership. Part ownership ain't good enough. Well, Michael Jordan owned the Charlotte Hornets. Not good enough. You have 80% of your players that are African American. And people are still fighting over black coaches. Why we can't get a black coach? Why they can't get a job in the league? Why they keep getting fired? NFL, no black ownership. None. And the owners that they got in there, they stuck to the good old boy ways. They don't even want black coaches on there. Hell, they didn't even want black quarterbacks. But now, that's all they're flooded with. Oh, they're not going to let Lamar Jackson win the Super Bowl. They let Lamar Jackson win the Super Bowl. Oh, my God. That's the worst nightmare. Now, this is going to make more people that look like him want to inspire to be quarterbacks. We can't have that. Cordell Stewart for the Steelers. Slash. One of the most disrespected quarterbacks of all time. He was the wide receiver. He was the running back. He was the quarterback. To the point that they named him Slash. He was up for MVP, and they didn't give it to him because they did not want to encourage any more black quarterbacks. Instead of making Cordell just the quarterback, he had to do it all. Oh, you're going to have to run with the ball when you back there. Oh, then we're going to make you go out and have a running back throw the ball. We got Charlie Batch as the backup. Charlie going to throw you the ball. We're going to get you knocked out, get you injured, run these remedial plays that Cowher's calling, And they never was giving Cordell the credit. They giving it all to Coward. Look how Coward's managing Cordell Stewart. What the hell you mean managing him? This is a remarkable job of coaching Coward has done. Nothing about Cordell Stewart actually putting in the work and doing it himself. Then y'all discarded him like he was nothing. Because there was no system in play to back him up. Because everyone is thinking individual. Why come all these $100 million players? Do you know why they give them $300 million, $400 million, $500 million? Do you know why these players get this money? Because they know that these players are the players that they could give this money to. They don't have the idea of let's build a network together and try to rebuild the hood. Let's try to go strengthen our communities where we come from. Let's go try to help us out. Let's go give them options. Something that we never had. Let's provide options for them. But nope. And that's why you got people confused out here like Chad Ochocinco. That's right. They used to call him Ocho No Show. Y'all remember that? I'll never forget somebody had an argument with me telling me Ocho Cinco stands for 85 in Spanish. Ocho Cinco stands for 85 in Spanish. No, it does not. And then someone said, well, you don't speak Spanish. You don't know. I'm like, I can count to 10 in Spanish. I can count to 30 in Spanish. Now, I know Ocho is 8. And I know Cinco is 5. That's 8 and 5. That's not 85. But the guy wanted to argue with me. And he lost.
I'm gonna say this. First of all, I'm saying sorry.
Now,
Dre.
see?
Sorry, Dre. This is about to go real left. Sorry, Dre. First of all, y'all don't even know what the y'all talking about because y'all talking about the NBA. Everybody got guaranteed contracts, and it's false. They don't. Searching this. And I'm telling you, it's the truth. No, they don't. Not everybody that's on the NBA roster have a guaranteed.
There's two-way contracts. There's two-way contracts.
No, it's not.
And then there's the top dog. There's the top dog.
No, it's not. There's 4 guys on the NBA team that got guaranteed contracts, and everybody else can be cut today and don't got nothing.
And don't have land down.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed.
So who has a better structure, the NBA or the NFL?
Everything y'all said is what I'm saying. It's now you finally got the Russell Wilsons of the world finally saying something. That's what the NBA did.
Because it's easy for them to do that because they have smaller numbers. LeBron James runs the NBA PA. Kobe Bryant was sitting out there. For us, we had kickers and we had long snappers run those meetings. In 2011, I was on every single call. I was on those calls. I was a player rep when you was on the team. My second year in Miami, I was the one on them calls with our long snapper, Denny. And I was listening to that. Yeah. There wasn't no Tom Brady. There wasn't no Peyton Manning.
You know why?
It was long snappers.
Why?
So why is there no progression? You talking about 2011? You were because now 2020. Why is there no progression? 2016. I was the one in our locker room. Okay, and everybody was still scared in the NFL. Everybody. Do we take any what we do? Because the NFL institutionalized. That's what it is. It don't got nothing. And don't have land.
See?
Calls with our long snapper scared to freaking speak our mind. Now, because of 2020, everybody made it comfortable. Don't tell me about no entertainment. That's what it is. It's institutionalized. We scared to talk up.
You see that? They scared to talk up. They scared. And he's sitting right next to a scared man. The scared man is sitting right next to him, scared.
We're scared to freaking speak our mind. Now, because of 2020, everybody made it comfortable. Don't tell me about no entertainment business. Don't tell me about all that bullshit. The NFL is the one that's made everybody feel comfortable to finally talk about race. They'll talk about religion on TV. Colin Kaepernick is the one who took that knee and started that conversation. Everybody was scared. NBA had 6-month leeway. Everybody else in the locker room like, what we do? And then all of a sudden, now you got the NBA come out and everybody wore a shirt for one day. They wore a shirt and it was gone. It was over with.
Yep.
So y'all keep talking about this big business. Yes, I get it. But it comes down to numbers. You keep saying that. Now all of a sudden they got to talk about Russell Wilson. They got to talk about Deshaun Watson.
Two people that are what?
Here come the scared man.
Franchise. They can do that. They can do that.
Scared man.
Russell Wilson can come out and take a knee. That's why everybody else was scared.
Why didn't he?
Because they understand the consequences and repercussions of not being able to provide.
But why did he do it now? Why are they
What are
doing
you
it 4
doing?
years later? 2016 is when Colin Kaepernick took his knee.
You know why, B. B,
Russell
you know
Wilson got paid
why.
already, right? Deshaun Watson got paid already, right? Now I can make my noise. Why? Because the money's power. You don't get it. You answered your own question. You named two people that have already gotten what?
It's not because of money.
They've already
money.
gotten what?
Hey.
Wake up, man.
No, it's not. 2020.
B.
Dog, what do you keep saying B for? What do you keep saying 20? Because George Floyd had somebody's knee on his neck. That's what made it comfortable. It's not because money. They've been getting money. The quarterback is please.
When you had $50 million, that's when you speak up.
You got $50 million and got no friends say nothing.
A dude that ain't got no friends ain't gonna speak up because he's trying to get that sack.
They've been getting money.
No, he's trying to get that sack, B.
He's trying to get the sack.
People speak up.
2016
Chad just said it.
All right, answer this question.
Scared. Look, scared man. That's the people they want to get the money to. Scared men. I told you, a scared man is a dead man. That saying is accurate for a reason. Keep you in fear. Keep you scared. I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do that. Why? I'm scared. Now you hearing professional athletes who have played, who have did this. They're telling you this on the big stage. And you wonder why Brandon Marshall not on Fox no more? You wonder why they got rid of him and said, hey, you could go. You wonder why? I'm not. I'm not wondering why at all. I know why. Maybe y'all need the reminder. I don't. They scared. They stuck in a simulation. And you got a scared man right there telling you it's because of the money. You won't be able to provide. That's what they threaten you with. That's how they control you, with the money. Because in your mind, you can't get it nowhere else but here.
2016, we ain't have money.
Yes, we had money.
So why didn't they speak up then?
If I was still playing,
Why didn't they speak up then?
I spoke up on the
Not
radio. I spoke up
not
because I wanted
you.
to.
Everybody he's talking about, 2016.
Because they
we
did
speak up
not
then?
want to upset the old white owners that
Are we talking
paid.
about money? Are we talking about
No,
money?
$1 million is not money. $2 million is not money. The people that speak up, look at me. Think about the people that speak up are the dudes that got hundreds of millions of dollars.
If it's about money, why are they talking about it now?
This entire situation is money, bro.
All right, shift
It's
gears.
money.
You see? They don't get it. It's not money. It's not money. People had money before. LeBron got money. You think LeBron gonna go out there and speak against China? He got money. It's a mentality. It's not about money. It's a mentality. Once they know how you think, they're not going to allow anybody who think indifferent to their views to have that spotlight, to have that shine. If LeBron would have came out and said, man, F that China stuff. This is about LeBron. It's my time. If he'd have came in with that whole attitude, it would have been over. They'd have canceled him out immediately. All of a sudden, LeBron had lost his skills. He can't get a shot to drop. Oh, the magnet wouldn't have been working for him. The media would have turned on him. I think LeBron needs to retire. He's too distracted with movies and everything. His time has come. They've been pushing him right into the wheelchair. At this age, LeBron is really just embarrassing himself. He needs to just retire. He be fouling out every game. Then he'll look real average when he's sitting over there with 16 points. LeBron's got 16 points tonight. This is very peculiar. It's not like LeBron. It's not money. Exactly what he said. It's not money. What they did to Deshaun Watson had nothing to do with money. It has something to do with how dare you tell us what you want to do. We make the decisions here. It's a mentality. As long as they had that good old boy mentality, that's all they cared about. They didn't care about what somebody else thought about something. Not at all. That was the furthest thing from their minds. So I just want to let everybody hear that and let it all sink in. I ain't mean to go all for a few, full preacher mode, but It is what it is. I'm out.